Hello everyone, and welcome to our presentation today. And we are the Wolfpack.
Oh!
My name is Katrina.
My name is Armand.
My name's Andrew.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Chris.
And we are doing the Dare to Bleed campaign. Alright, so our leadership opportunity was about giving blood. We were inspired by a group that did it last year, and they were only able to get 6 people to donate, and so our challenge was to beat that. So we worked with Canadian Blood Services to start our campaign called the Dare to Bleed campaign. So it was all about ourselves giving blood, the 5 of us, and then raising awareness on campus as well. We created this campaign so that people could go onto our Facebook page and donate, share a photo, take a selfie, and share their experience with all of us about giving blood as well. We really wanted to raise awareness about Canadian Blood Services and who you can help and the cause itself.
So the stakeholders in our project were the people who will be receiving blood, ourselves, as well as the people that we have talked to who said they were also going to donate blood. The value that we got out of this project and the people that it benefited were the people who obviously needed the blood, people who had heart surgery or cancer or had been in a car accident or just simply for the research. But even though we don't see the people that we directly impact, we get a sense of happiness out of doing this as well, and self-accomplishment. And if that feeling wasn't enough, the other thing is that there are also some health benefits to people who donate as well. People who donate tend to have lower risk of heart attacks, as well as it takes out iron from our blood, which makes it a little bit thicker. And on top of that, if all that is enough, it also burns 650 calories. So the resources that we used were our time, our blood, the blood services people, as well as Kevin from the CSU Lounge, Facebook, as well as our friends and family.
Hi there. I'm going to share our developing project plan, the challenges we faced, and our ongoing execution. Our original plan was to create an opportunity to inspire leadership in other people on our campus. We were developing an event to hold at Capilano that would attract people, gain some interest, give people the opportunity to help others in saving lives by donating blood, and hopefully that would create an effect that people would want to share and share that leadership opportunity with their friends and create an ongoing sensation in our campaign, our Dare to Bleed campaign. The challenges we faced, including the difficulty of booking a clinic at our school, because actually they're booked 6 days a week throughout the Lower Mainland, was the first stumbling block. The second one for us was when we were able to book the blood bus, or mobile blood donating vehicle, and we had that booked for some time. We were later informed that the blood bus had broken down, they weren't going to fix it, and that's not going to be an option going forward. So the opportunity to actually have an event at the school where people would donate blood was just not an option for us anymore. However, at this point we had developed our goals, and we had an idea that with the previous year and the low number of 6 people, we had set a goal for ourselves to register and book 36, or we wanted to have up to 36 donations take place. So to develop that further and to make that goal a reality, even though in the face of all the challenges, we decided to just go ahead and achieve our goal of getting that number of people to register with Canadian Blood Services, book their appointments, and pledge to us that they would go ahead and make those appointments and donate that blood, and do their best to share the experience with others and have that go forward as an opportunity to pay it forward.
So, when it comes to the outline, from day one, once the team got established, we all got together and we went to Seymour's Pub, and somebody came up with the idea of running a blood drive here at Capilano University. Once they explained the reasonings why and the potential logistics, it seemed like a no-brainer. We all got together, and Corey basically ended up being the driving man as to figure out what kind of information we need, and in the end of it, he ended up booking a bloodmobile. We booked the date, we figured out what we needed to do, we got our parameters, And we even had entertainment set up while people were waiting, courtesy of Andrew. And then we had music set up, courtesy of Chris. However, unfortunately, the Bloodmobile fell apart, and the Canadian Blood Services decided to not repair it and not bring it back on the road. So we went with Plan B. And Plan B was, instead of having the blood drive at the Cal Poly University, we bring the people to the blood locations and the blood drives themselves. So instead, this way, what we did was that we got a booth in the Birch Building one lunchtime, and we got people to sign up to donate blood on their own time, on their own whichever day they wanted, and it worked out great. We got more than 8 people to actually sign up and actually go in to give blood, and we got above 40 people to give pledges because, of course, time of the year, everyone's busy. Not everyone had time to go and make an appointment right away. So overall, when it comes to the outline, that concludes the outline, but I think that the mission was a success. So when it comes to people that we inspired, I think the number one people actually that we inspired was ourselves, because we all agreed that, you know what, if it wasn't for this event, we would have never donated blood, and it was something that was truly enlightening. And then besides that, whenever we went to Canadian Blood Services, when we told them of what we wanted to do, their reactions just were fantastic. Everybody was happy to see what we were doing. Katrina even mentioned that she had people waiting in line right behind her, and as she mentioned what she was doing, people were ecstatic and wished that they could come to our event. And then when it came to when we had our booth, you know, the word of mouth just spread like crazy. Okay, we had people just talking about it, and even in our Facebook group, we got, I think we're currently now at 30, 40 people, and you know what, that took no time, and I'm sure by the time we're going to be submitting this video, there will be more people on that page. Besides that, it was a phenomenal experience for everybody.
So in terms of results and outcomes, we really wanted to beat the number that the group had done last year, which was 6 people donating, which we've already successfully completed. So we have not only the 5 of us that donated, we have 8 people that actually signed up to go on a certain day. We have more than 60 people who pledged to go. And as well, we have 48 people on our Facebook page already sharing their experiences and getting excited about the cause that we have going. We also had, Chris also went with a bunch of his friends and family, and we are just inspiring people every single day to donate blood and donate to Canadian Blood Services.
For our group to become successful, it took commitment from all of the team members. At the beginning of the term, we did not know each other, but throughout the whole term, we've bonded together as a group. And in order for us to bond, we needed commitment from each other, and we needed to strictly follow the charter that we set out for ourselves and our expectations for the group and this whole project. It also took a lot of bravery for us to be able to become first-time donors and get out of our comfort zone and stick a needle in our arm for 10 to 15 minutes and donate a pint of our blood, which would help save up to 3 lives. And it was really motivating for us to know that we would be able to save lives and make a difference. And there are a couple of qualities that we've learned throughout this whole term is definitely teamwork, leadership, motivation, and the drive to save lives. The lessons that we learned as a group throughout this project is that things do not always go to plan. We had a great plan in the beginning of having the Bloodmobile at a presence at our university, but to things that were beyond our control, it did not happen. But we did have a great plan B, and our plan B was able to drive the awareness to our community and the people around us, and we were able to get the results that we were looking for, and in some ways they exceeded our expectations. For me, I didn't know that I could actually get other people to donate blood. And another lesson that we learned is the importance and value of teamwork and the leadership of teamwork. Without each other's support and being able to do simple things such as show up once a week, either to class or small meetings, just to see where everyone is at and be accountable to everybody, is another lesson that we learned throughout this project. And one last thing that I learned is that I'm actually a B+, my blood type, which is only 6% of the population.
So in terms of a coaching opportunity, my personal experience with this is when we actually had our booth set up at the cafeteria, I was actually able to watch Corey really open up to a lot of the people who were interested in what we were doing. It was really amazing to just watch him really dig deep into some other people's experiences, and the first thing that he did was share his own experience. So he was really motivated after he gave blood, and he shared that experience and that story with a lot of the people who came by, and it was amazing to see other people share their experiences with blood. We had one girl who had been on the other end of it, and she had received blood a few years ago. So this was something that she was very passionate about, and Corey continued to do that and really dig deep and get people to open up about their whole experiences, and that was something amazing to see. So that was our coaching opportunity.
Yeah, for me it was something I always wanted to do, and I don't know what held me back so long from doing it, but finally when we booked that appointment, seems like it might have just been booking the appointment that seemed to hold me back from doing it. So having booked that appointment and knowing that it was coming up, I felt like so excited on those days coming up. And then to actually do it and feel like I was making a contribution, I had a lot of pride about that. And then I was, because we did it for leadership, it felt really cool to have a reason to share it, and just the whole experience where where you get to learn so much about yourself when you're considering whether you're a right person to donate blood. It was a great opportunity for inflection, and I'm just very proud of it and appreciated the opportunity to do it.
For me as a takeaway, honestly, it was a great experience. This team here has been definitely my favorite team I've ever worked with, and it's been an absolute pleasure. I got to learn about, well, what kind of blood type I have, and you know, this kind of just relates to what happened to my little sister a while back, because she got in an accident and she needed lots and lots of blood and you know, she's recovered, and it's, you know what, I'm glad to be on the other end now, hopefully helping out someone else's sister.
For me, it was just the feeling of only taking like 10 minutes out of your day to help so many people, and I'm also, again, very proud of every single one of these people. We had a fantastic time, and to share that experience with them even made it more special.
I had an awesome time bonding with my group members, and we were able to keep communication close with each other through networks such as WhatsApp. And to me, the only thing that I was really scared about was having the needle, but it didn't even hurt. The part that hurt was when she pricked my finger to check my hemoglobin levels.
That's scary.
Yeah. For me, it was just, it's something that I would have never done or thought to do before this, and I'm really glad that Armand kind of came up with the idea. Even though I was not fully for it at the beginning, I'm really glad that the group stuck to it and went through with it, because yeah, I haven't experienced anything like it.
Thanks very much for listening to our presentation.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We're the Wolfpack.
Oh!